everybody, welcome back to Handmade by Shirley. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful for all my subscribers present and all my subscribers that have always been with me. So I've decided to make a card today using some of the backgrounds I did with alcohol inks. I've used most of this background now, this sort of purple and gold one that I had. I've used quite a bit of it now. There's still a little bit down there I could use, and possibly a couple of bits on each side because I like to eke as much out as I can. So I'd already cut out these two flowers from a very old Cherry Lynn daisy die, and this is from the Craft Addiction butterflies. Now, I have got a name, but I can't see it on here. But it's these Craft Addiction ones anyway, the butterflies. So I will pop the links in for those. And that, I don't know if you can still get it. I also decided to emboss with a mask today instead, or a stencil instead of an embossing folder. So this is a visible image distressed brick. One which I just popped through my machine. I did have to put an extra bit of a shim on, and it gave me that nice brick effect that you can just see. And I've got a layer of sort of dark grey just to kind of make it pop and bring it out a bit. Excuse me. So I'm just going to pop this together. It's going to be a really quick video. I just wanted to do something pretty quick because today I don't have a lot of time. And this coloured card is from, it's a double-sided cardstock stack from American Crafts. There's a paler colour, which, I think the darker colour's nice. So it's grey on that side and a sort of lighter grey on the other side. And all the sheets are a bit like that. You get lots of blues, purples, yellows, greens, reds colours as well. So I don't know if you can still get that. I can always link that if anybody's interested in it in the description box. Please do look in the description box because there's a lot of information in there. And I do want to actually ask you if, now I wanted to try and joined the YouTube partner program, and I've got Hype, but I don't know if you can maybe tell me if you watch my channel on the computer or TV, if there's a Hype facility. And if not, I'll have to look into that. I definitely know there's one on, if you watch on mobile, on your mobile. So, just could you please let me know if you have got Hype facility on my videos? That would be really helpful for me. And it is helpful for me to be seen if you can give me a hype. You can hype, I think, 3 times. But that would really help my channel to grow, if you didn't mind helping me do that. I also do have Buy Me a Coffee, and it'd be nice to just have a few people maybe. It's not, I don't want you to feel you have to, but it's just because I feel that, we are giving these videos for free. We're not charging anything, and that's fine. I don't mind sharing my work, but sometimes it's just a nice little incentive. Right, so I've got these, I've did that, I've popped that on. I'm wondering whether or not to put a little bit of lilac behind that, on that brick, because no, I don't have, or not. I feel that's going to be too bright, so I've got a sort of got some grey. So what have I got on this brush actually? I got some purple on this brush. I could try some grey. Let's wait. Oh, baby. It's just to kind of let the brick part sort of stand out a bit more. So, excuse me. See that a wee bit more. Let's try a wee bit of this very fine clear lilac bloom. So I don't want to get too much on it, but a little bit would be nice. So just kind of doing it across in a diagonal, just very, very lightly. Over to that right hand side, like that. So I think that's enough. And right, so I'm going to place a little butterfly, I think, that way on. Like that. That's quite nice. And then now, so probably put that one in the middle and that one maybe sort of to kind of go in a bit like that. So cool. So quite sort of clean and simple, this one. Really, probably should have put that round slightly. That's fine. And then really all I'm going to do is just add some wording and some, I think, gems. Let's put this away. I'm not going to put splatter on it, I don't think. She says, thinking, there's some gold paint over there. No, what am I looking for? My box of gems. So just a simple little card using these lovely backgrounds that I made last week. Let's see, let's try maybe these ones. These gems I think might be from Stampin' Up. I'm not entirely sure, they might not be. Can't remember entirely. They might not be. Where did that one ping to? Oh, there. I think they are though. And let's get this one. That goes perfectly with the colours, I think. Pretty. Don't think I'm going to put any more on there. And I'm just going to look for a nice bit of wording. So I've gone back to, always going back to these. I like these wordings. They're really easy to use once you've picked one. And I just think, I mean, I could stamp some, and I probably should start doing that. I might actually make a box of stamped wording so that I can just pick it out of a box. I mean, there's so many. That's quite nice, You To Me Are Everything, which I could actually stick onto a bit of the grey, but I'm not sure if I'll do that one. So this is probably would be a card for a particular person. This is not just a sort of generic card. So this is probably one that I would make for a specific person. So perhaps picking one of these sort of apt to the person would work. I just saw one a minute ago and I can't see it now. There. Stay close, keep in touch, because that's quite a good one. So go for that one, and what I'll do is I will back it onto this piece of grey, and that will just keep it all in these kind of colour themes. Now I could have put leaves behind the florals, but I'm not going. I'm just going to keep it as it is. And I'm going to just put this onto here. Oh. Give it a bit of a border. Around like that, and then cut it as straight as I can. I'm not very good at cutting straight, you know. Apart from when I was a hairdresser, I did cut straight then, but cutting paper straight is not good. Let's see what that's going to look like. It's still a bit squint, that. I don't have my other scissors nearby. Told you I wasn't any good at doing it. Right, doesn't matter anyway, too much. So I'm just going to pop that on. So stay close, keep in touch just across there, I think. Now it seems that there's something missing down here, which I could have put. Let me think. If I got another I don't think I've got another butterfly or anything, no. Not in that colour. I've got other ones, but they're in different colours. Let me have another look in this wee box. I was keeping it quite plain until I think it looks like it's got space at the corner there that I need to fill in. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything I could use some of these ones. Let's have a look. Put them on there. See what we could, perhaps not any of those ones, they're too bright. This one actually wasn't in with Andrea's. These are beads that I had, and I was actually trying to make something with the beads and these, but it didn't really work out, so I don't know if that spoils it or not. I just feel there should be something in that corner. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it too much. That wouldn't really go because it's silver. Look through and see what looks. I think probably that one is a better one to put on. That one's very nice, but I feel that should be for another sort of project. Can't decide, you know. I think I will just leave it for now. I could just put a couple of other little bits of gems on, I suppose. That would fill up the space. Perhaps I'll just put a few more gems of those gems on. So let's see. So that's so let's go here to this sort of slightly smaller size. So and another one. That'll make the 5 that would work with. Oh, it's doing it again. Come on. I don't want you going over there. Yeah. That's better. Just think it needed something else to be in there. So that is my card for Friday. The what date are we on today? Friday the 17th of April. I hope you enjoyed it, using the backgrounds from the ink, alcohol inks, and yes, thanks so much. Let me know your thoughts and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.